Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, guys, I am so excited, but we're going to be reviewing the new Nomad Cosmetics. I think this is called Portienta Paradise palette, but regardless, this is a new palette from Nomad Cosmetics. It's the Paradise palette. I am so excited to dive in here, tell you guys all about that. So you guys want to see what this palette looks like, what it's all about, and how you guys can get your hands on it, well then definitely keep on watching. I love Nomad Cosmetics so much, and I will be forever grateful to Mikey for introducing me to this brand. They're so sweet, they're so kind, they have amazing customer service. Their quality is chef's kiss. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. And I love supporting indie brands so much. And they're kind of innovative in what they do. Like, they like to go to different places around the world to advertise the places, talk about the places while doing a beautiful eyeshadow palette to match. So this palette right here, this is the Paradise palette. This is the Paradise Islands Intensive Eyeshadow Palette. Now, it actually has like a unique name right there that I can't say because I think it's kind of like, I don't know, like in cursive, but I can't say it, and we're just gonna pretend that I said it. But this is the Paradise Islands Intense Eyeshadow Palette. This is based in Paradise Island. The coordinates are Bora Bora and Tahiti, and its inspiration is paradise on Earth. Surrounded by the vast Pacific Ocean are hundreds of paradise islands like a heavenly Bora Bora and Tahiti that make up a diverse and vibrant tropical ecosystem. Ambrosal and Elemental, they hold our collective imaginations as to what a paradise on Earth feels, looks, and smells like. Blessed by the fertile rainforests, idyllic beaches, and underwater world full of life, you sense a belongingness to nature. Spend some time here and you'll begin to feel connected to Earth and all the breathtaking beauty of the land, the animals, and the people of these magnificent islands. It says that this was inspired by the exquisite underwater and overwater life found in the Pacific Paradise Islands, and this is their full cover story. There's a rainbow of lush shades from sunrise pinks to vibrant corals to a spectrum of rainforest greens and sea blues. It has 8 rich mattes, 8 glistening shimmers, and 2 duochromes full of tropical vibes. Now, on the website, it does say this is going to launch Tuesday morning at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be early morning of April 5th for Europe, and it's going to be late April 4th for the West Coast. So if it's going to launch at our time tomorrow, April 5th at 12:01 a.m., it's going to launch at 9 p.m. tonight for West Coast. So it's going to launch tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but it will launch midnight, early morning, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a little confusing, I know, but it's going to technically be launching tonight for anyone on the West Coast. Now, this is an 18-pan palette. It does retail for $44, and I am just so excited to dive in here. Now, because they did send this to me in PR, they forgot to include like a little insert about this palette. So I'm going to kind of read the little things that they're doing. So on here, it's going to come with like these cute little cards. It's going to say protect our oceans. So it says supporting the sea turtles. Where do sick sea turtles go? Well, if they are in the French Polynesian, they go to the Sea Turtle Care Center at Te Mana o Te Moana. And we are very proud to share that they are one of the organizations that we are supporting with the new Paradise Island palette. Like a little hospital for sea turtles, this center has cared for more than 580 turtles, and about half of them have been released back into the wild. And since sea turtles are a keystone animal, they are critical to keeping the oceans balanced. So saving these endangered creatures is critical for all of us. Thank you for the help. Thank you for helping us support Te Mana o Te Moana. Oh, that is so sweet. I love that. They're also doing a little cool thing right here where it says adopting baby corals, which I actually want to participate in, and the sea turtle one. If you guys don't know, I actually did a review on the Endangered Cosmetics sea turtle palette, and I actually took all AdSense from that video and I matched it with my own donation to the Sea Turtle Fund. And I also had a wonderful subscriber. Her name is Ashley. She donated to the cause as well, so I was able to donate $280 to the Sea Turtle organization, and I'm so happy I got to do that. So Ashley. And you guys, thank you for making that so possible for me. You guys know how much I love giving back. So this right here, it says, new baby nomads. We're excited to share that we've adopted a nursery full of living corals that will be raised and eventually replanted by the innovative coral gardeners. The people at Coral Gardeners are changing the world one coral at a time. So are you, with the support of the Paradise Island palette. The nursery we adopted will grow 250 to 300 new baby corals that will eventually be replaced in the reef and help restore the beautiful Pacific Ocean. That is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go down to thecoralgardener.com and I'm gonna adopt a baby coral myself. But I just want you guys to know that not only is your purchase for this palette helping out the sea turtles, you're also helping out the coral reef. And that is just why I love this brand so much. That is just so freaking cool. I'll make sure I link both organizations down below so you guys can go check them out as well. But Nomad Cosmetics, thank you so much for giving back and helping out these organizations and bringing awareness to how vital the sea turtles are to our ecosystem as well as the coral reefs. If they die, majority of our ocean dies as well. So the fact that you guys are bringing awareness to that, just it makes me so happy. Okay, so this right here is the Paradise palette. Like I said, this actually does launch tonight at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is how the eyeshadow palette looks. Now there's gonna be 18 shades in here, and you guys already know. You guys already know I am living for this palette right here. Like, this is completely up my alley because I absolutely love colorful palettes. Now, not only are their mattes just so blendable, pigmented, but their shimmers are so creamy and buttery and they last all day. Now there's going to be 2 duochromes in here. I don't know which ones they are. I'm sure when I swatch them I will let you guys know. But this is such a beautiful palette. Plus I love the packet. Plus I love how the palette looks and how it looks on the inside. So let me go ahead and swatch this for you guys and then we're just going to dive right on in. All right, for the very first row we have Bora Bora, Sun, Sky, Moon, Mana, and Mora right here. Next we have Fish, what kind of reminds me of Fishy! Tiki, Turtle, Lizard, Shark, and Stingray. Huhin, I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. Ocean, Dolphin, Whale, Seashell, and Tahiti right here. This is such a gorgeous palette. What I also really do appreciate is how they kind of kept everything like lined up the way, like how they kind of lined everything up. So it really makes it easy to kind of pick a whole row and do a beautiful eye look with. And it's such a gorgeous palette because I also love how different shades have different like imprints in them. There's some sea turtles, there's some sharks, there's some tiki huts, there's a nomad symbol in there. And it's just a really overall aesthetically pleasing palette. And I loved all the thoughts they put into this. And what they also do too is they like to release like one shade at a time as a teaser and like to, you know, show photos or themselves in the paradise as they talk about it. And I just think it's such a cool thing that this brand does. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. We're going to start playing with this palette because I'm just so freaking excited. Okay, so you guys know me so well. You guys know that I see this palette and I like automatically want to play with all the greens, right? But no, instead I'm actually going to play with like this row down here because this is what's really calling me and I kind of want to do like an ocean-esque vibe because I just feel like that'd be such a good time. I never got to go to Bora Bora, Tahiti, but it's like something that I am desperate to do. Like it's like on a huge bucket list of mine to go and travel and see those locations. I'm gonna go into the shade Shark to get it started off with right here. Like I would absolutely love to go visit those places. It's a huge bucket list of mine, but I will say maybe like one of the closest locations I have seen to like the crystal clear blue water and being around these marine life has to have been when I went to the Grand Cayman Islands. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful location. I was obsessed. I went on a cruise years ago. And I'll never forget because when we went to the Grand Cayman Island, we got to do an excursion where we can go swim with the stingrays at the 7 Mile Beach. So like you would go like out like in the middle of the ocean like to like a sandbar where all the stingrays were, and it's like a really shallow water right there and you get to swim with them. The most amazing experience. If I have any clips, I'll start to just put them in right here for you guys. But it was like one of the most amazing experiences for me. I freaking loved it. But literally on the way to the physical location, y'all tell me how I thought I was Jack on Titanic. I'm gonna go into the shade Ocean right here. I put my hands out and I was like, I'm queen of the world. And I had a lanyard on, and that lanyard had my sea pass, my sea card to get back on the cruise ship, my driver's license, and my free food voucher because we were getting food along with our excursion. Tell me how, because I was doing that, the wind kind of blew and we hit a little bit of a wave, and my sea pass card, my driver's license, and my food ticket completely just flew out. Now, somebody who happened to be standing behind me, I don't know who it was. It wasn't Corey, but someone was like standing behind me, like I guess waiting for their turn, right? Everything hit the person in the face. And someone was able to catch my food ticket and my sea pass card, but my driver's license flew into the ocean. So somewhere in the Grand Cayman Island, my driver's license is just sitting there in the ocean, and I wonder what it'd be like if someone ever found it. Like, they're probably like, oh my God, who is this chick? And it was like a really old photo of mine, so it is what it is. It is what it is. But the only thing that like really sucked about that is that we had an excursion the next day in Cozumel, Mexico, to do a ATV to the Jade Caverns and go like jumping off the cliffs and go into like the little waters they have there, like the sea notes, I think they're called. And we were going to be able to go do the whole thing. But because I didn't have a valid driver's license, we had to cancel the excursion because they did not allow passengers, and you had to be a driver to like, you had to be like an actual like driver's, you'd actually have a driver's license to do it. Even though I have my passport to show I'm over age, they still would not let me do it. So I was so upset, y'all. But it was still probably one of the best cruises I've ever done. I definitely have to show you guys some clips because it truly was such an amazing experience. But I've definitely have snorkeled with stingrays several times, and I have got to go swim with dolphins and sea lions. Both were incredible experiences. I got to do it all with Corey, which I'm so grateful for. But the one thing that like I really want to do, which people think that like I'm so weird for wanting to do this, I'm gonna go into the shade Tahiti right here. People think I'm so weird for wanting to do this. I want to go cage diving with great white sharks. Now, people think that I'm so weird that I want to do that, but I don't care. It has been a dream of mine to see them in real life. Like, to see great white sharks in real life and to go in the cage. And I know that people think it's crazy and I'm, you know, risking my life and stuff. But, like, I mean, you're behind a cage. And I know things can go wrong. But, like, if I were to ever go visit South Africa, 100% I would go to the Serengeti tours and check out all and go around and like check out all like the actual wildlife, not the ones that we have here at Animal Kingdom. But I'd also go cage diving. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Corey is definitely like does not want to do that at all. He's like, no. He goes, you can have your fun. I'm just going to stay on the boat. But I just think it'd be such a cool experience because like how often would you ever get to do that? Just like there is one that you get to go snorkeling with the great whale shark, which is only eats planktons, but it's like a really gentle giant. And I only do it certain times of the years, and I wanted to sign up for that excursion, but unfortunately it wasn't that time of the year when we went. But I'm very, very much adventurous like that. And, you know, I would love to go snorkel with sea turtles. Like whenever I have gone to SeaWorld, I'm not the biggest fan of SeaWorld, but when I have gone to SeaWorld, they really do have an amazing SeaWorld exhibit and a sea turtle exhibit. And they actually have like injured sea turtles in this really like massive aquarium area. And you just get to see and learn about sea turtles and how they're trying to, you know, conserve them. And it's a really cool experience. There's a lot of things I don't agree with when it comes to SeaWorld, but that's the one thing I am okay with. And like same thing with Disney and Epcot, they have the same thing. They have injured sea turtles there which they try to rehab and they try to put back in the ocean, but most at that point cannot be saved and put back in the ocean because they're just so damaged. They do the same thing with manatees, and I really like love that about Disney, how Disney does that. And I would just, if I ever like got a chance to like work behind the scenes with those animals, I would happily like do it. But I don't know how I can get that job. But just know that like I have always like looked into it. Like I think for the longest time I wanted to be like a marine biologist. But then I realized like how much math goes into being a marine biologist, and I suck at math. So I knew I just couldn't be a marine biologist. But it's just something that I've always, you know, dreamed of with working with animals, especially wildlife animals like that. And by the way, like I'm trying to do like a coral reef look. Do you guys see how pretty this is? Stunning. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Seashell right here, and like this is gonna make a very like easy look. I just kind of want to do something like coral reef-ish, and this kind of like reminds me of it. Like I would love to go visit the Great Barrier Reefs over in Australia, but I know that those are actually being damaged because of humans. So when I get done doing this video, I'm gonna go and see if I can adopt a baby coral myself, just to like save the planet one step at a time. And I just think it's so cool that this brand is doing the exact same thing and like planting like over 300 baby corals. Like how freaking amazing is that? That is so cool. That's why I love Nomad. And you know what's great is that Endangered Cosmetics does the same thing. They give back and they do 10% to the cause that they're representing, which I really do appreciate. Yeah, that shade is not wanting to stay there. That is really unfortunate. Like I feel like it's so light in pigment. I don't think I have a purple. Maybe I do. Hold on. I'm going to take my P. Louise base right here. Whenever you have pastel shades, it is always best if you can lay down a color base to kind of match the pastel shade, so it can really help to enhance the look. So I'm just going to take it, lay that down. That definitely makes it more vibrant, although I think, I don't know if I did it right. I don't know, but I'm just going to lay it down. I didn't really let it dry too much. I think I might put on too much, but at least we know now what we got to do for this particular shade. It's just to lay down the eyeshadow base first and then start to place that shadow on there. But that's what this is for. Like whenever there's like a pastel shade and you're ever having any trouble with it, all you gotta do is lay down like a color base, or maybe you can find some like glitter glue, or you can lay down your like eyeshadow primer, put like a nice white shadow on there, and then try to put the pastel shade on top to really get it to stick. But I really wanted this to be kind of very easy and soft and vibrant because I just kind of like wanted to like look like the ocean a little bit, right? Where you have like the shallow end starts to go into the more deeper end right here. So I'm gonna see if I can kind of clean this up off of camera. I'm gonna come back with the other eye looking the same. Then we're gonna do the under eye together, followed by like the inner corner. And yeah, I just really want to utilize this entire like bottom row because this is what signifies like the ocean to me and like reminds me of sea turtles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go and do the other eye, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I am obsessing with how this looks. This is so freaking pretty. I'm kind of shocked at myself. Okay, so we're gonna go back into this eyeshadow palette, and this time we're gonna go into the shade, I don't know how to say this. Who shine? I don't know. And we're gonna take it on this we're gonna take it on this liner, this angled liner brush, and we're just gonna literally line the waterline with it. But it like looks like the ocean to me. It is so freaking pretty. Okay, so we're just gonna take this and we're going to like literally place this right underneath the waterline. This is such a stunning palette. I freaking love Nomad Cosmetics, and I think one of the things I talked about this before, I love how they love working with small influencers and small content creators. Like to me, that means everything. Like they believe in supporting people who don't have a lot of following, and I just think that's freaking fantastic because you guys, I can't tell you guys, many brands will look at you and go, you don't have enough numbers. But Nomad Cosmetics is like, I don't care if you have 10 followers. If we love you, we're going to support you, and that is everything to me. That truly is everything to me. We're going to go into the shade Dolphin right here. I'm gonna start to blend that out. Ooh, that is pretty. Okay, so I threw in some white liner. We're gonna go into the shade Whale right here. And we're actually gonna put that in the inner corner as well as the brow bone. It's almost like a blue-white color. It's so pretty. See that inner corner? Oh, so pretty. Okay, so let me go ahead and throw on the rest of my makeup, guys, and I'll be right back. But I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite looks so far. I'm obsessed. All right, guys, and this is the final look. So what are my thoughts on this? Well, first off, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. This is by far probably one of the prettiest looks I think I've done in a while. I'm obsessed with this. It's probably like one of my top 10 looks, or no, not even, probably one of my top 5 looks. I just think it's so beautiful, and it kind of like matches the vibes of the eyeshadow palette itself when you're looking at the blue section right here. I can't get over how gorgeous it is. I cannot get over how gorgeous this is. It is so freaking pretty. Okay, so this palette right here, it does retail for $44. You do get 18 shadows in here, and you definitely get a mix of mattes and shimmers with 2 duochromes in here, and I absolutely love the layout. You're gonna have your pink and your oranges up here. You're gonna have your greens right over here with a little bit of teal, followed by your blues and your purples. I think they did such a phenomenal job with how they laid out the palette. The shimmers are so creamy and buttery and they're vibrant and they blend beautifully into each other and into the mattes. And the mattes are pigmented. Now the only issue I had was with the shade Seashell right here, but since this is a pastel purple, it's not the palette's fault. It's just the fact that it's pastel and this is how pastels work. So the fact that I was able to lay down a color base, it really did help to save it and bring back that color, bring it back to life. But that's just how it is for most pastel shades. So it's nothing to do with Nomad Cosmetics. But other than that, the shade right here, I'm not gonna try to say it, and Dolphin blended out beautifully. They were so effortless to work with and I had so much fun. I was able to utilize this entire row. And one shade right here. So I was able to use 7 out of the 18 shades to create this look today, and I am obsessed with this. You guys know how much I do love Nomad Cosmetics, and for $44 you get 18 shades. That is a phenomenal price point. Not to mention, by you purchasing this palette, you are going to be helping to donate to the Sea Turtle Hospital, as well as donating to a coral reef. And I just saw, I missed this earlier, that they're going 100% plastic free. So it says, did you know that we humans generate over 300 million tons of plastic every year? And a lot of it ends up in our ocean. Unless we act, there could be more plastic than fish in the ocean by 2050. This is why we made the new Paradise Island palette 100% plastic free. There's no plastic used anywhere from the factory to warehouse freight to the production itself or the package that we use to send out the orders, which I think is freaking amazing. Like, they do send it just like this. Everything is recyclable except for the mirror. That's the only thing I don't think is recyclable, but I think it's freaking amazing. They are 100% plastic free. I can't believe I missed that, but this is why I love supporting this brand, and particularly this particular launch, because the fact that you get to donate to the baby coral reef, you get to donate to the Sea Turtle Hospital, and this is 100% plastic free, and that is just amazing. I love it so much. Nomad Cosmetics, thank you guys so much for giving back to wonderful causes and for bringing awareness to these causes as well. You guys know how much I do love supporting animal organizations and helping out where I can. I'll make sure I link all those down below. This palette actually does launch tonight. I know it's a little crazy, but it launches tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tonight, April 4th for the West Coast, and at midnight Tuesday morning for the East Coast. It's a little confusing, but I'll have everything listed in the description. But I love this. I think this palette is absolutely worth it. I love Nomad Cosmetics so much. I've been telling you guys that since I first reviewed their Fire and Ice palette. They do such a wonderful job. They create such beautiful themes. And I absolutely think out of all the palettes, this one by far is my absolute favorite. And it's definitely perfect for the summer season coming up. This is definitely the perfect palette to go for. And I just think that my eye look is so pretty. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys like this video. If you do, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, a huge thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful paid members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, just thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys very next video. Bye. Hey guys. Hey guys. What's no? So freaking excited, but we're going to be reviewing a new we're going to be reviewing at 9 p.m. East. It's going to launch tonight. It's going to launch tonight. Where do sea turtles go? Well, they are, oh my God. Where do sea, and so are you with the support of the Pacific, so are you of support in the Paradise Island. The nursery we've adopted will grow 200